Welcome to the AW Services YouTube channel. If you're away camping or you've recently bought a generator for work, here are a few steps that will help you get your generator started and also make it last a bit longer as you look after it. So my generator, Champion Mighty Atom, has been in storage since, I would say, September last year. So before I put it in storage, I put new oil in there, new spark plug, new air cleaner. I put a brand new spark arrestor on the actual exhaust tip. I took off the fuel cap and let that vent with a bit of cloth over there to act as a screen to stop any insects going in. I also took when I changed the spark plug, I poured a bit of ATF or motorbike 2-stroke oil into the top of the cylinder, only about 20 mil of it into the cylinder to line the top of the piston, and I gently pulled the machine over without it starting to distribute that oil up and down the cylinder around the piston rings, so when it's in storage it isn't going to seize up, dry up, and when I go to start it next it's knackered. So you filled my generator up with petrol, fresh unleaded. I always put a bit of fuel stabilizer additive in there because I don't know whether I'm going to use all the fuel, and if I don't I can store it for a little bit longer. Unleaded petrol, I've put that in there. I've got my cap onto open, which is vent. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to pull the generator over about 4 times. I'm not going to be aggressive or rough. I'm trying to do this with one hand, so you have to excuse the cack-handed approach. So what I've done is I've pulled the generator over a few times to make sure that the piston is moving up and down freely, and I've distributed oil with the manual oil pump to make sure that I have oil in my cylinder. I'm now going to go and start the machine. So what I need to do is apply a little bit of choke. Even though it's warm and about 20 degrees, the engine is still technically cold. I'm going to turn the generator to its on run position, and then I'm going to start it. So I'm just going to put my phone down. Apologies if it goes a bit pear-shaped from here onwards. Hopefully you should be able to see me. Generator is on flat even land. I've got it in a drip tray to make sure there's no fuel leakage. It will smoke a little bit on its first run because of the ATF oil in there. I'm just going to turn off eco. It will smoke for a few minutes to burn off that residual oil from the cylinder, but I pulled the machine over twice and it started first. Well, it started. But that is how you start a Champion Mighty Atom generator if you've winterized it or it's your first time as a new generator. But always use a drip tray to make sure that fuel leakage isn't going into the ground, and also reduce risks of fires when filling. And I'm going to put it back on eco throttle. But there you go. Hope the video has been helpful. Check out the other videos in my playlist. I'll link them to the description of this video. Subscribe, support the channel, help it grow. If you've got a comment, leave it below with your questions. Thanks for watching AW Services.